our best sports talk every day. Remember, you guys can always check us on TV, Spreaker, YouTube, and SoundCloud, those networks, and also follow us on KBR Sports Twitter page, where you'll be updated with everything that's happening live in KBR and get updated with everything that happens with our show. Also, remember, you guys can tune in to KBR Sports at a regular time, at 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. every Monday and Wednesday and select Fridays. Obviously, I'm not going by the regular time. And always, I forgot. You said it. You can always join our topics by calling in at 571-991-0566. Remember, the number to call is 571-991-0566. But today just so happens to be a big day for one Larry legend. My man Larry Bird, his 60th birthday today. That's Nigel's applause. That's Nigel. I got the applause. You're pointing in front of the You know how at the end of Nickelodeon shows, they'd be like, Keenan and Kel was recording in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios.
We've had a live audience.
We do have a live audience, but
90% of our shows have had a live audience.
Shut
See?
up.
Hey, chill. I want people to think this is a friendly room to come in and sit down and talk with us.
Screw all of you.
All right, well. That's how you get people to see.
Yeah, you're right. People, hey.
No.
Hey.
No, we're getting off track.
Let me ask one question.
Go ahead.
Is Donald Trump the president?
Yes.
Screw all of you.
All
Anyway.
right.
Anyway.
Way to mix politics.
Anyways, guys. Because it's Larry Bird's birthday today, I thought it would be smart of us to kind of rehash this question, since a lot of people, with the more time that history... Nigel, I'm going to let you do the read. Go ahead.
Oh, Brendan, do you... A lot of people have been talking about where Larry Bird's place is in NBA history. Is he 10, top 15? Blasphemy to put him in the top 20? Who knows? But Brendan, where would you put Larry Bird at? Is he in your top 10?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Can you name your top 10?
Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Magic Johnson.
Yes.
Not in order.
Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
Tim Duncan.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Larry Bird.
Obviously.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay. That's 9.
No, that's 10.
Okay. Even if you had 10, so you don't have Bill or Wilt in your top 10.
I mean, if I have another spot, I'll put Wilt in there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you have him. So you have Bill Russell outside your top 10 then.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, yeah, I'm not judging.
Because I think it's all subjective, honestly.
It is subjective. Everything's subjective.
If Bill Ray, to me, if I'm looking at it, from a.
Go ahead. If you're looking from a what?
Not what you just said.
Nothing. I said if you're looking at it from a what?
No, you said something.
I didn't. Brandon, go with your point.
You don't realize on this show, whenever I say something, Nigel says something in an under-breath tone. So then I wonder what he is saying.
I always say what I
Nigel, the
need
microphone
to say.
can pick you up.
It can.
So why are you saying you don't say it?
I didn't say anything.
Brandon,
why are you going off topic? Go with what? Just stay on topic, man.
Nigel,
my top 10. My top 10 would be Michael Jordan. No order. Michael Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Duncan, Russell, Wilt, Hakeem, Bron, Kobe. I have Bird. I have Bird in the 11th spot.
Why?
I can't take out Bill and Wilt. That was the main thing. And I couldn't put him over Kobe. And I couldn't put him over Hakeem.
Why?
Hakeem, the greatest two-way player of all time. His peak is probably... Oh, I thought you were sitting back to say something. His peak probably is a little bit better than Bird's. And plus, you just factor... What?
Go ahead.
And if you factor in the defense, I mean, he's just a slightly better player. Kobe just has longevity. Just the longevity that Kobe has. I mean, talking what?
So I'm listening to you saying Kobe's on like 9th.
Yeah, I have Hakeem 10th, Kobe 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And Bird 11th. Yeah. No, like that in the 9, 10, 11. I mean, that's...
So, then what makes Bill Russell go ahead of Larry Bird?
He was the dominant. He was the second most dominant force behind Wilt Chamberlain, who I also have in my top.
Defensively, right?
Defensively.
And Larry Bird was...
And as a team captain, when in his league, he was the second. Honestly, and you can argue that he was the greatest force in the league because they won 11 championships, and he was a major factor of it.
His team,
he was, and I'm saying his team was the greatest factor on his team.
Nigel,
as
he was the greatest factor,
yes,
defensively.
No, also people, and I'm saying people quote as being the main reason why that team was great.
That's fine.
So
defensively,
absolutely. I didn't say defensively, Brendan. No, I said the people. I'm saying articles that have written about Bill Russell say he was the greatest force of the reason why they were great.
You know why they say that? Stop the other greatest force in the same timeline, which was Wilt Chamberlain,
who
was an offensive force.
He's in my top 10.
And he stopped Wilt Chamberlain defensively. Russell wasn't an offensive guru or by any of the offensive prowess. The reason why he was the greatest force is because if they didn't have anybody to stop Wilt Chamberlain, literally Wilt Chamberlain wouldn't have gotten rings on them. But because they had Bill Russell who was able to stop Wilt, that's why people will credit him so much credit for a lot of those championship teams. But the parts surrounding him
were great as well. Yeah,
very great offensive parts along with defensive parts. But as a total player, I mean, Bill was also a great rebounder. He was a great rebounder, which goes in fact in defense. But when I talk about total player, total player, Larry Bird is a better total player than him. Larry Bird might not have been Bill Russell in defense, but Bill Russell wasn't no Larry Bird on offense, and Larry Bird can play defense as well. Larry Bird can play defense.
Yeah,
defense is very underrated.
I never said he was a bad defender.
But the thing is, Larry Bird also could rebound the basketball well. He was a better playmaker than Bill Russell. And yeah, Larry Bird was a phenomenal player. So it's like I don't.
That was Russ. Go ahead.
Larry Bird was a better playmaker.
I'm just saying it's not that big. It's not a giant gap.
But the gap is.
There's a gap. So wouldn't you say that he's a better player than Kobe as well? Then
Larry Bird?
Yeah.
No, because him and Kobe, in terms of what. Well, I mean, it depends. If
you talk about scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe's
right there with Larry.
I would say Kobe's a slightly better scorer than Kobe. But rebounding's not close.
Mm-hmm.
Bird's a better playmaker, and he's average on defense, and Kobe's better than him on defense.
Kobe is better than him. I mean, that's why I say it's all. That's why I asked, is he a top 10 player? However you arrange your top 10 that's up to.
That's why I'm
saying is he a top 10 player. Right now, I'm making the case of pushing somebody out the top 10. If Bill wasn't in my top 10, you have Bill out your top 10. So that's why I'm making the case against Bill. Mm-hmm. Now, in terms of you talking about who else he's better than, Hakeem Olajuwon. I think you could argue he was better than Hakeem because obviously won more rings than Hakeem. Hakeem had. Also Larry won against different competition when he went.
Hakeem had that for the years he won championships, and even the championship teams weren't that great.
I don't know about that.
They weren't. Go look at his teams; it wasn't that great.
I mean, he had Clyde Drexler on his team. Kenny Smith. He had shooters on his team. Yeah, but they were pivotal shooters. I mean, Steve Kerr wasn't a great player, but didn't he help?
He did.
So I mean, it's not like the only other guy that had fundamental piece. I mean, Larry Bird fundamentally went up against the Rockets, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Lakers, went up against Chicago Bulls, went up against the Pistons. Then when by the time Hakeem came along and won his rings, he went up against the Suns and all those guys in the Western Conference. He went up against Shaq in his first finals.
He did.
Then the next time he
beat the Knicks.
Yeah, he beat the Knicks. So to me, it's like I just think Larry's the better player in that scenario. Hakeem was a great defensive force. In most cases, centers are going to be better defenders.
It's not that he was a great defender. He was probably the greatest two-way player of all time.
I don't know about that.
Who would you put above him?
Arguably put Michael Jordan above him as the best two-way player. Michael Jordan was an amazing two-way player.
Hakeem peaked once.
So what?
Hakeem peaked higher on defense to me. That's the difference. I mean,
if you
Jordan would probably be top. I played with Jordan.
Well, but the thing is, if you want to talk about best two-way player, the gap between him and Jordan on offense is real. And in defense, Jordan was a defensive player of the year also. Hakeem won 2, Jordan won 1. And Jordan's what? He was the last wing player to win defensive player of the year. I think that was Kawhi. Outside of Kawhi Leonard, I think every single defensive player of the year, dating back to maybe Bruce Bowen, Tony Allen, one of the two. I can't remember specifically. No, I can't remember.
Ron Artest is the answer.
Yeah, Ron Artest. But outside of those guys, I mean, so long ago, even LeBron James won it. So
got robbed. He got robbed. I know your point, but he got robbed. Got robbed.
Didn't win.
He got robbed.
By who?
Who that year? Yeah, Marc Gasol. Yeah.
So most often they lean towards giving it to centers, and that's why DeAndre Jordan's in the voting each year. So Marc Gasol's in the voting each year. I mean, centers rack up the most blocks. Centers are last on the defense, so it's easy for centers to have the most impact on defense. So I just can't put Larry outside of mine. And I know Bill got a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, Bill got the 11 rings. Yes, he has the 11 rings, but rings are also a team accomplishment.
I'm the biggest proponent for that. Don't get me wrong.
You're like a super proponent of that. The ultimate proponent of that. Like, man. Sometimes I'd be one that just don't care about rings.
That's true. I care about more. I told you before. I just care about how you play in the championship than the actual championship. If you play bad in the championship game, you win the championship. That's what I mean. It's a bigger deal to me than just winning a championship, which was a team accomplishment. That's all.
So, what does Steph Curry's ring mean to you?
It's a ring. You got a ring. You got a championship. It's nice. What is it? Is it better than like any of Bron's championships? Really? Is it better than most of Kobe's championships? No, not really. Actually, is it better than any of Kobe's championships? Probably not.
Yeah, I was about to say this is
not. Well, I was trying to think of the first three. I was
really?
like, yeah, I was just like, no.
Yeah, it's none of them.
No, not really. So it's like, so it's like if if he played great and won a champion and won Finals MVP, then I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. But he didn't. So it's like it kind of just, it's cool that you have one, but it's kind of like, well, you didn't play great in the finals. You just happen to have a much better team in the finals than the other team did. I mean, so especially if you don't win Finals MVP.
So what about Tim Duncan?
What about Tim Duncan?
I mean, if that's the criteria you're looking at it from, what about Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan didn't have the greatest finals numbers and everything. He still had an impact on the finals.
Three Finals MVPs.
No, I'm just saying. But I mean, Steph Curry's career obviously isn't over. But I'm saying, what about Tim Duncan's last two finals wins?
I mean, they were good wins. They were great. They were good wins.
Only in the same scope as Steph's?
No. Oh, and Steph's?
Yeah.
His last one is probably a little less impressive than Steph's. The one before that, it's probably the level of Steph's. And then the three previous on that, he won Finals MVP. So no, he didn't. He won. Did he have 2 or 3 Finals MVPs? I say that as I have a computer in front of me.
Yeah, he won the one with Oscar. He won the one with David Robinson. The next one, and then he has 3. Because then one of them, I believe, Tony Parker won one.
He won in 2007, and Kawhi won one. Yeah, you're right. So the first 3, obviously, once again, if you win Finals MVP, it's better than Steph Curry's already. And then the final 2, like I said, 2007, I will say probably on par with Steph's. The one after that, though, clearly worse than Steph's.
The one after?
Yeah, the most recent one. The most recent one.
Okay, got you. To me, that in that context, Bill, that's how Bill Russell got his rings.
I understand. I understand your point. Don't get me wrong. I understand it.
Yeah, so you still have Bill over.
Yeah, I still have Bill in there. Yes, I do. But I
just don't understand how.
Because I told you.
If you understand my point,
I understand. Everything's subjective, like you said. I mean, so you can talk to somebody. I know somebody that has Kobe's 15th and has Kevin Garnett in the top 10. I mean, it's all. I know that's what I said.
No, that's not.
That's what I said.
No, that's subjective, bro. That's just foolery.
He put together an argument for it. I was like,
what argument?
I don't remember the argument.
This isn't an argument. Remember that? There's no reason to remember any kind of argument.
But anyway, the point is, it's all subjective. So I mean, you can absolutely if you don't think Bill because he had a bunch of players on his team that were great as well, and that his championships aren't as valuable because he played in a smaller league. Then I'm not gonna say here that you're wrong.
I mean, that does play a part.
Because you are right. You're right.
And that's the thing. I don't want to take away because you don't get to the finals on a bad team. Finals on a bad team. You don't. Everybody that's won the NBA finals had a good team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm not going to take away because Larry Bird had a good team as well.
Great team.
Arguably the second best power forward, Kevin McHale on his team. But little things that Larry Bird did, I can't ignore. Larry Bird first year comes in as over 20.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like it's just little things that he. A lot of times Larry Bird is forgotten in terms of just how real this guy was. Like if he wasn't for Larry Bird's back struggles.
Oh yeah, if his longevity also is kind of because he only played 10 years.
Yeah, he only played from 79, 81, 92.
Yeah.
So and then the thing is, his back trouble started affecting him like 4 years before he retired. Yeah. So that means a lot of his let me give you this real Larry Bird's prime, okay? 24. Dang man, this man averaged double 6 straight seasons. Seasons averaged a double.
The only reason why he stopped averaging one because he got a better front run.
And his back started hurting more. He wasn't banging the post as much anymore. That's why you see the rebounding numbers start to go down the older he got. But Larry Bird always consistently averaged 20 plus 24. Once he hit his prime, always averaged plus 24 under his back. 10 rebounds and 6 assists. The dude was surreal, man.
He absolutely was.
Dude was surreal. And then you want to talk about one of the guys that, and he always his field was right at 50% on his career, right at 49.6.
Also, I will say this: he I'm not gonna pull him up because I don't think we have enough time.
I have Larry Bird right in front of me.
I was gonna talk about his playoff numbers.
What do you want to know?
Just do you see a drop off in his playoff numbers?
Larry Bird actually
did
he? He's pretty much the same. I mean, he averages more rebounds. His points go down by 0.2. His assists are the same. He's pretty much the same guy. He just averages more rebounds.
Okay, I was just curious. I was just asking.
And honestly, the top objective to me is so
that's
tough.
what I'm saying.
If I just strip every down, I always wonder how would the top 10 be took away rings entirely. Took away rings entirely. How would Bill Russell stack? How would Hakeem Olajuwon stack? If you just took away rings entirely, how would those players stack? I don't know. I feel like those are the two that really rub me. Even Shaq, to a degree, rubs me. Shaq is but listen. If we want to talk about longevity, Shaq rubs me weird because Shaq got drafted in '94. Shaq got drafted in '94. He forced from '94 to about 2004, and then he went to the Miami Heat team that was Dwayne Wade's team. I think he averaged about 20 points on the Miami Heat, where he won. 24. Sorry, I think he averaged about 24 on the Heat. So then Dwayne Wade, he led to the finals and they won the championship. After that, the drop off. Obviously, Shaq started deteriorating as well and everything like that. But I feel as though Shaq's peak wasn't. Shaq's peak was what makes Shaq a top 10 player. You know what I'm saying? Even though guys like Kobe Bryant, where Kobe had a 20-year career, Kobe's last 3 years killed Kobe. You know what I mean? 3 years because of that Achilles injury killed him. First 2 years he didn't start, so he was as a rookie and a sophomore, and then finally started starting his third year, and he got hurt. So, but then Kobe's always been consistent throughout his career. You know what I mean? Each season he's always been consistent. So it's like for me, it's just in terms of longevity, it's hard to really fluctuate amongst each one of these guys.
Shaq had 13 years of All NBA play, and then he still averaged 17. Then he averaged 13, then he averaged 17. He averaged 18. And then his last 2 years, he averaged 12 and 9, obviously. So, I mean, that's still, probably 14 to 15, still really, 13 All-Pro years.
No, that's what I say, from about 94, right?
No, 92 to 93.
Oh, sorry, 92.
Yeah, he as soon as he came in, great.
I forgot. I thought he came in 94, my fault.
92.
He came in 92, okay. So, yeah, he can't, yeah. I had the years wrong then. So, that's 13 years. But if I compare that to the contrast of Kobe Bryant's 17 or Larry Bird's, you don't think that compares? Kobe Bryant.
I remember he was injured for 2 years.
Oh, okay. Kobe Bryant's 15 then.
Yes,
Kobe Bryant's 15 because his last 3 years he was hurt.
Yeah.
For 2 years he didn't start. Yeah. So Kobe Bryant's 15 years. If I compare the 15 years to one another, their heights. Kobe's height is actually higher
than Shaq's.
Yes,
I disagree with you.
Kobe's higher, bro. Kobe's height is when Kobe had that bad team.
Yeah, I know. I know when it was. I absolutely know when it was. I just don't agree with you. I think Shaq had a better peak than Kobe.
Did Shaq have a better peak than Jordan?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
It absolutely does. Because
Kobe and Michael averaged similar numbers in that.
Averaging similar numbers does not mean your peak was better.
What?
All because you average the same numbers doesn't mean your peak is just. Is Russell Westbrook having a better peak than Michael Jordan is?
Is he having a better peak?
Yes.
It's situational. No, but Kobe. I'm saying Russell's what Michael was doing. Sorry, Russell's a point guard. That's why I compared Kobe and Michael. Russell's a point guard. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
How
can you guard? How can you compare Kobe and Shaq? It's a center and a guard. That's even further away than that.
But obviously, if you have one guy up above one another, I'm going off the premise of points. The premise of points essentially for peak. Kobe's peak was arguably the best offensive player in that time period. I don't think if I put Shaq and Kobe same time period and they're both at their peak, I don't think I'm saying Shaq was a better scorer or had the better peak because Kobe was just unstoppable. It's like if Kevin Durant was in the same peak as Shaquille O'Neal. The way I'm saying my words sounds funny, but are you getting what I'm saying? Or no?
Kind of, sorta. You're saying if he's a better scorer, then he had a better peak, is what you're trying to say?
Because what we say about Shaq is the reason why we say Shaq is one of the best players. He's the most dominant players of all time, right? So I'm saying Kobe, through his scoring and such, was also that kind of level of dominance. He was. How was Jordan in that level of dominance and Kobe?
But you're saying that as if Kobe scored like Jordan did. He didn't. That's just the issue.
He scored with a greater variety than Jordan did.
It doesn't matter. I care about production. I don't care about variety and footwork.
Did,
no, because he scored better and more than Kobe did. That's why. Kobe had 1 year where he scored more than Mike did, and he did. He absolutely did. But Mike scored way more efficiently and not kind of efficient, a lot more efficiently than Kobe did, and on more volume than Kobe did. So I understand.
Not more volume. I'll look it up. Yeah, not more volume. I think they're about the same volume with each other. Well, I mean, Jordan is a better scorer than Kobe.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
The numbers are comparative, but I'm saying in terms of Shaq is going to be more efficient than because Shaq is right there around the rim, obviously. But I'm saying if the other guy has more facets to score, so if Steph Curry goes on and ends up being able to win one of the rings or whatever, is Steph Curry not better than Shaq? Could Steph Curry not be better than Shaq just because he's not able to bang or whatever, like Shaq? But Shaq can shoot a higher field goal percentage and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I never said he couldn't be. I said Jordan's better than him. I absolutely said that.
That's what my point. My point in saying is, why is it that because a guy can't bang as low or whatever, a guy might not be more efficient? I'm saying Shaq will be more efficient than Steph or Kobe because he shoots the rim. But if those guys have a wider range of scoring ability than Shaq, then how can their peak and whatever not be better than Shaq's in terms of scoring wise?
I'm pulling up Shaq's scoring numbers right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about Shaq's peak. Let's see, 28, 26, 24, 28, 27, 26, 26. So he's scoring. Look at Kobe's real quick. We're gonna use when he had a bad team.
You can use his last year with Shaq. You can use what? You can use his last year with Shaq. You can use his years with Shaq. It don't matter to me. I mean, you can go into his power.
I'm not gonna use his last year with Shaq because he only averaged 24.
Did he average a 28-point season with Shaq or something?
No, 4 or 5. Yeah, you're right. He averaged 28. He averaged 24 the year before. I'll use that year and then the 3 years he had the team to himself. And then I'll use Shaq. I'll use
because I know we had like
91, not 91, 99 through 3. So that's 4 years of Kobe.
Okay.
Hold on, let's come up right now. It's Shaq's taking a while. Come on. Kobe came up instant. All right, here we go. He averaged 27 on 18 shots. Kobe averaged 31 on 23 shots. So 4-point difference. Trying to see the minutes here. Okay, so 4-point difference.
That's what I'm saying. But
so I mean, do you take the 6 shots that Kobe took more than more valuable than the 4 points that he scored more?
I mean, I can say the same thing for Jordan. So it's like Jordan took more shots than Shaq in his peak too. So it works in the same contrast.
But did he score better than Kobe did though?
Yeah, Jordan scored better than Kobe.
Dude, that's my point then. If Kobe had scored more, hold on. If Kobe had scored as well as Jordan did on dozen shots, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, sure, why not? But he didn't. That's my point.
In both facets, both guys are less efficient than Shaq. So what does it matter? I'm saying, and Kobe.
Because you're less efficient.
My point is that Kobe took more threes than both guys. Kobe's taking a lesser efficient shot than both. So his
him.
That's the point.
I'm saying
Jordan's gonna, of course, be more efficient.
No,
than Kobe.
I'm talking about even in stats that factor in your take threes. It weights your field goal percentage that you take threes, and it boosts 3-pointers up. Jordan's still more efficient than the guy. And for your example, hold on a second. For your example, the same stats that show you that shows if you want to say Steph, you use Steph as your example. Mm-hmm. Steph, when he was on his run last year, was one of the most efficient players in NBA history last year. Yes, if you want to say if Steph had kept up that pace for, I don't know, 7 years or something like that, absolutely, I mean, sure, why not?
I mean, he's on the pace now.
If he keeps that up, absolutely, yes. Then yeah, you could argue that, but he doesn't have the argument right now because he only has 1 year more efficient than Shaq does.
Well, he had it that other year too.
He wasn't more efficient than Shaq.
Yes, he was. He was.
I'll look it up.
His first MVP season, he was. He was like he shot about the same percentage. He shot right around.
It's not that you shoot the same percentages. It's how many threes you take. Because it weights your 3-pointers. So if you take a lot more threes and you're hitting them at a higher rate, your efficiency is going to go up.
Well, my point is that Jordan shot so many twos and hit them at such a high rate. Even though Kobe hit his threes at a high rate. That's what I'm saying. Kobe shot about 37%. So even if you're hitting threes, yeah, during those years, Kobe shot about
during those years.
Kobe shot about 37%. So So if Jordan's hitting way more twos at a higher clip, 35%. Then Jordan's gonna have a higher percentage shooting wise. That's what's gonna happen if you're hitting way more twos like that, and you're shooting more. So if you're shooting about the same volume, you're hitting more twos, and the other guy's shooting more threes.
Essentially, what you're saying
he's
is
missing.
Jordan was just more efficient.
Yeah, that's saying. Jordan
you just said that a lot with us.
That's what I'm saying. But part of why Jordan was more efficient is because he didn't take as many threes as Kobe. That's part of my reason why I'm saying he's more efficient. If you convert some of Jordan's 3-point attempts, because Jordan shot about the same percentage as Kobe from three, he just didn't take as many threes. That's my point. Kobe jacked a whole rack of threes. That's how the NBA era changed. The NBA era changed to a 3-point era, which Jordan didn't play in until the latter years of his career, and he still didn't attempt a lot of threes. So you take that into account.
He took 3 and 3.5. He shot 42% and 38%. And the year he shot 3, he shot 35%. I mean, when Jordan took a lot of threes, it's actually his best years. When he didn't take a lot of threes, were his worst years.
No, because he became more efficient at shooting the 2-point shot. That's what I'm saying. He became more efficient 2-point scorer.
These are spread out. I mean, there's not like at the beginning of his career, he had 1 year he took 2.8. He shot 38%. Then he didn't take another 3 until the middle of his career. He took 3 and 3.5, where he shot 43 and 37%. And at the end of his career, when he was his best jump shooter, shot like crap from 3.
That's my point.
No, you just said I'm saying maybe better 2-point shooter. His 2-point shooting became better at the end, near the end of his career. That's when he shot the worst of his 3-pointers.
No, I said he became a better 2-point scorer from during the later years of his career because he developed his mid-range game.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, if he took as many threes as Kobe, the numbers could be similar. That's my only case.
But they're not.
Jordan's an efficient. Jordan. The question is not about if Jordan's a more efficient scorer than Kobe. He is a more efficient scorer than Kobe. I know that. But I'm saying, if you calculate in the threes and everything like that, can Kobe be will Kobe be his peak be higher than Shaq's? That's my only question.
Say it one more time.
If you factor in just a variety of ways Kobe can score and everything like that, because Shaq can only score around the rim. Was Kobe's peak, and because Kobe dominated in the same way Shaq did. Maybe not as efficiently, but the same way Shaq did, couldn't you say that their peaks are similar? If not, Kobe had a higher peak?
No.
Why not?
Because you're still completely disregarding the rebounding.
I literally just said I'm only talking about scoring.
Yeah, if you're talking about just scoring, sure. That's not all just goes in the peak, though.
No, but I know that's not all that goes in the peak, but I mean, if that's the case, then any center can if you want to bring in rebounding, like I say, any center can outdo any wing guy.
If you're talking about being close, though, I mean, no, that's not true at all.
Yes, because then I can use that same case against Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant ends up winning 5 rings or whatever, and then would Shaq always be better than him because he averaged double-digit rebounding?
No, because Kevin Durant's a better scorer than Shaq has been. I don't
understand.
I don't understand what you don't understand.
I don't understand.
So Kobe's a scorer, a good scorer, a great scorer here. Kevin Durant joining his peak is better than Kobe has been. He's been also a better rebounder than Kobe has been. He's been on the same level as playmaking as Kobe has been. And he absolutely has been.
He's improved.
During Kobe. Okay. Anyway, so he's a
Kobe averaged higher assists during his peak.
He averaged 5, and Durant's averaging 5 right now. What do you mean?
Jordan's
peak is even worse, actually.
Jordan's peak?
No, during Kobe, absolutely was.
Didn't he average 6 assists?
Yeah, you're right. You did.
Yeah, I was about to say 6 assists.
He averaged 5.
2005, 2006.
He averaged 5. So him and Durant are both averaging 5 during their peak. And if Durant's not averaging 5, he's averaging like 4.5. And he's gonna shoot better, rebound better, be a slightly worse playmaker, and be better on defense. Yeah, absolutely.
This show has just gone off the rails. It's so funny.
Absolutely has.
This show
we ended 9:30. It's 10:30.
I mean, I said we were just gonna. This was a show just to talk. Honestly,
I guess.
Yeah, we went off the rails entirely.
To the topic.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be Larry Bird.
It's supposed to be all about Larry Bird, and we just went about talking about other players. Then how can Steph ever be better than any of those guys? If Steph isn't a rebounder and this and that,
he's still a great playmaker on top of it.
But if those guys supplement what he does in playmaking with rebounding.
Steph is going to have a hard time getting up there as well. I never said Steph had an easy path up there.
But if Steph continues the same pace that he kept up last year, right? Every single season from now on, wins rings.
Yes.
How can he not be? How can he have a peak? If Steph keeps up that pace, Steph would be.
But once again, you're talking about if he kept up the pace he's going to be a better scorer than Durant and Kobe were.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, as he keeps going up in scoring, the other stuff. It may not be up there as well, but if he's so much higher in scoring, then yes.
But the thing is, he's not that much higher in scoring than Kevin Durant. That's
in terms of volume and efficiency, if he keeps his pace up, he will be.
Kevin Durant's a 50% shooter.
Kevin Durant, right? Yeah, Kevin Durant,
That's
right now.
That's what Steph is.
He's
Kevin Durant
has a shooter.
Yeah,
first career. Sorry, first career.
Yeah, for his career.
Kevin, yeah, she is, isn't he?
Yeah, Steph is right. They're both about the same thing. So if Steph is a more efficient 3-point shooter, but Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant right now, all of a sudden, is turned into having the greatest season in NBA history. Apparently,
yeah, man, it's
so
crazy.
If nobody didn't see that coming, but if so now, I mean, now it makes it even harder for Steph to even catch up with them.
But that's my thing.
If Kevin Durant keeps the pace he's on now, then I mean, there's no catching him. Like if Kevin Durant plays this way for 3 years, then I mean he's gonna be shooting towards top 20%.
They already have him in the top 20.
They did, but I mean you
don't think Kevin Durant's a top 20 player right now? He's a top 20 player, bro. Even without a ring, he's a top 20 player. I can't name 20 players all time better than him. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
Count me. I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
So we got all right. So Jordan.
Just letting y'all know.
This show's probably gonna end when the Warriors game starts. So yeah, probably.
Yeah. So for all you
got like 5. You got 3 minutes left.
Yeah,
just hang in there.
This is essentially gone off the rails.
This is the very last thing.
As you notice, we even stopped playing music. We just started
talking.
talking.
I didn't pay attention. All right. So you're gonna start. Jordan.
Damn, now I need the Jeopardy music.
No, you don't.
I do.
All right, go ahead, put it on. Actually, allow it this time.
Huh?
I'll allow it this time.
Okay. You said you got Jordan.
Oh, wait for the music.
Well, give me a reason why you're stuck.
Oh, that's gonna take too long.
Why you're so stuck on Kevin Durant? Why is you're stuck on?
I'm stuck on Durant because I mean, really, I guess I don't have a reason to. I mean, four scoring titles, an MVP, most efficient scorers in history.
He's great.
The only thing that really holds me back is the playoffs. And not that he hasn't won a ring. It's just the efficiency drop last year was bad.
In the playoffs?
Yeah. And I want to say the efficiency the year before that also. He was not great either. And the year before that he got swept, but this team was bad. I can't fault him for that.
Well, last year he didn't play.
No, it's the year before that.
Oh, the year before that, that's the year that Russell Westbrook got hurt.
Was that the year he got swept?
Yeah, that was the year he got swept. Kevin Durant hasn't really played in the postseason. Every year in the postseason, Kevin Durant has been pretty good, except for this last season.
Maybe I'm bugging. Yeah, maybe. Oh, all right. I gotta go now. All right. So we got Jordan, we got Magic, we got Kareem, we got Bill, we got Wilt, Tim, Shaq.
Okay.
Come on. All right, again.
You just going
all
so
right,
fast.
all right. LeBron.
Wait. Start over again.
Oh, come on.
Bro, you're going so fast.
All right. You got Jordan.
1.
Magic, Bron,
3,
Kareem,
4,
Bill,
5,
Wilt,
6.
Why am I bugging right now? Larry,
7,
Hakeem,
8,
Kobe,
9,
Duncan. Did I say Shaq? I didn't say Shaq.
11,
KG,
12,
Dirk,
13,
Carl.
14.
No, come on.
Keep going. Let's keep going.
What am I at 14?
Yeah.
You say he's in the top 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Julius Erving. Did I say Carmelo?
15. Yeah, you said Carmelo.
Charles Barkley.
16.
Oscar Robertson.
17.
Oh boy.
Now you're struggling.
Oh boy.
I'm even stuck on the Charles.
Jerry West.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Jerry would have been earlier, honestly.
I'm not naming by like what number. I'm
Okay.
just coming to my mind.
18. Yeah, this is tough. This would be tough.
Isaiah. Oh.
You're pulling.
No, I'm not liking that one. Charles Barkley, I'll defend, but Isaiah, time to take him off that one. Take that one.
Okay.
That was a bad one. Oh boy. We're talking about careers, right?
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne?
No, Dwayne Wade's on there. I got
better than Kevin Durant?
I got 2 more. Right now, career-wise, he's better than Kevin Durant. We're not talking about peak.
Career?
We're not talking about peak. We're talking about career. I'm taking Dwayne Wade for his career right now. Dwayne Wade right now.
Better player or better accolades?
No, better career. Better career.
Accolades.
I said career. Better career so far.
Nigel.
Better career so far.
Nigel, I don't know about that one.
I'll take Dwayne Wade.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Moses Malone.
You know,
I'll take
you know
Moses.
the crazy thing is,
Huh?
on ESPN's list, Kevin Durant was higher than Dwayne Wade.
Was he?
He was. Steph right next to Kevin Durant was 22nd, I think, and Steph was 21st.
Yeah.
So
I still take Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
Wow. I got respect for the Flash. But wow.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And you said Moses Malone?
Yeah.
That's 20.
That's 20.
Are you comfortable with that 20?
Not really.
Why aren't you comfortable?
Kevin Durant's really good.
Kevin Durant is a really good player.
Really good player.
He's a really good player. Yeah. He's really good at this basketball thing. Yeah, bro. Sure you don't want to rethink this.
No one really stuck on it. Dwayne Wade won. It was...
Dwayne, you're pulling teeth for me. Dwayne Wade's peak was high. But the thing
high.
is, Kevin Durant's peak is way better.
Yeah, that's way better.
It's way better. Right now it's Kevin Durant's peak. And it's so much better than everybody else's. It's so efficient. Kevin Durant's really good, bro. He's so good. You seem really uncomfortable with this.
No one really stuck on it is Dwayne Wade. I honestly have no
Why would you put Charles above him?
Charles was
because Charles was not a good defender.
He's a great offensive player.
He's a great offensive player. Not a good defender. Kevin Durant's a way better defender.
Trash defender.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's a way better defender. And you want to talk about rebounding? Charles is a better rebounder. But Kevin Durant is...
No, it's not.
Kevin Durant averages 8 rebounds.
Charles is always...
No, he was a great rebounder.
Great.
He was a better player. If you only gonna give Charles rebounding, Kevin Durant is better, isn't he? They both don't got rings. Both got an MVP. Kevin Durant got.
Can we end this? Can we end this?
Okay, we'll end it. We'll talk about it on
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about another show. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's show. It's KBR Sports, the best.
I felt confident when I said it.
I know you did. That's why I looked at you. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I felt real confident when I said it.
I wasn't sure. I wanted to stop you. I tried my best. I did. All right, y'all. KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, your 24-hour day. Remember, you guys can always tune in to our regular time from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Trust me, I'm emphasizing that. I know we went an hour over. You don't gotta tell me, people. But also, you guys make sure you follow and subscribe and tune in on Spreaker, Rabble, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. And also tweet us at KBR_sports where you get live updates about everything involving KBR Sports. We appreciate y'all that have stayed tuning in. I know I was joking earlier when I said screw y'all, even though for screw y'all. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love the people. Brandon's a man of the people. I love you guys. I'm just talking, y'all. I love y'all. But at this point, this show, there's no topic real anymore. This show, there's no script. So, love you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and staying in late.
As soon as we have the script done for Friday, I'm live.
That's the minute we can actually get control of ourselves. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Stay. What's it called? Remember, tune in next Monday, possibly Friday. Twitter page to find out if we're gonna have a show on Friday. But if not, tune in next Monday from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. All right, y'all have a great night.